Loss of power in storm makes Thai warship sink. Deter crimes during the festive season. 43 raids conducted, 50 individuals arrested. These are the headlines for tonight. Hello there, you're now with me, and this is TVS Nightline. The corvette HTMS Sukhothai sank due to a loss of power and consequent flooding of the ship in storm and huge wave, said some Thai military experts at interviews with China's Central Television CCTV after the Navy ship sank in the Gulf of Thailand on Sunday.
Prior to the tragedy, the Navy ship was slated to anchor near the deepwater Prachuap port in central Thailand temporarily to wait out the bad weather.
On the day of the accident, the waves were so high, about 4 or 5 meters, and the wind speed exceeded 30 kilotons. All this caused mechanical troubles and ultimately led to the sinking of the warship, and also made it very difficult for us to search and rescue.
According to the Royal Thai Navy RTN, the strong waves incurred flooding into the electrical systems, which resulted in a loss of power, and the ship went out of control.
It is a modern warship, and all systems will stop working immediately once a power outage occurs.
Meanwhile, according to the Commander-in-Chief of the RTN, Choengchai Chomchoengpet, the HTMS Sukhothai, a corvette in service for 35 years, was in good condition before the accident.
The normal service age for such large warship is 40 years, but all the equipments, functions and weapons on board Sukhothai were still in good condition.
Thai warships and helicopters had been working around the clock to rescue the remaining 23 missing sailors.
The Royal Malaysian Police (PDRM) advises the public and premise owners to take extra precautions to avoid untoward incidents and crimes during the festive season. Sarawak Police Commissioner Dato' Muhammad Azman Ahmad Sapri also reminded the people not to leave any closure signs on business premises, as well as hiding house keys in a spot that is easy to find by potential burglars.
Simpan wang tunai dan barang berharga di peti simpanan keselamatan di bank. Hentikan sementara langganan akhbar, majalah atau lain-lain semasa tempoh bercuti dan laporkan ke Balai Polis berdekatan semasa meninggalkan rumah.
54 individuals were arrested by the Royal Malaysian Police in 43 separate raids in Sarawak under the 9th Op SOGA during the period of 19th to 21st December 2022. Sarawak Police Commissioner Dato' Muhammad Azman Ahmad Sapri said the individuals detained comprised 42 men and 12 women, as well as 4 foreigners. He further revealed that the individuals are aged 18 to 53 years old. And meanwhile, a grand total of 6,766 ringgit were also confiscated.
Jumlah rampasan meliputi wang tunai 6,744, 4 unit komputer, 47 unit telefon pintar, 2 unit laptop, 3 unit tablet, 1 unit mobile printer, 4 unit printer, 3 keping SIM card, 20 keping kertas jadual perlawanan bersepak Piala Dunia Qatar 2022 dan 17 keping kertas catatan yang mencatatkan disyaki pertaruhan.
The case is being investigated under Section 4, Bracket 1, Bracket D, Section 6, Bracket 1, and Section 6, Bracket 3 of the Betting Act 1953, as well as Section 4, Bracket 1 of the Common Gaming Houses Act 1953.
Daripada 43 itu, 17 kertas siasatan telah pun dituduh di mahkamah, manakala baki sebanyak 26 masih lagi dalam siasatan.
He told this to reporters during a media conference on the successful arrests of the 9th Op SOGA of the Sarawak Contingent Police Headquarters on Thursday. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim visited the Kuala Lumpur City Hall, DBKL, on Thursday, December 22nd, to meet with its top management. During the visit, Anwar was briefed on DBKL's affairs as well as on issues that they are facing. His visit to DBKL was welcomed by the country's Secretary Tan Sri Muhammad Zuki Ali and Kuala Lumpur's Mayor Datuk Sri Mahadi Chenga. In his official Twitter account, Anwar said the meeting with DBKU's top management was to listen to briefings and explanations on its management and affairs. At the same time, Anwar also said he had met with all the Kuala Lumpur members of parliament, MPs, to discuss policy matters and efforts to tackle urban poverty. He stressed that the main thrust of the administration now was to help lighten the burden on the people's lives. Among the MPs present at the DBKL 1 Tower are Datuk Sri Johari Abdul Ghani, Titi Wangsa, Datuk Sri Dr. Wan Azizah Wan Ismail, Bandar Tun Razak, M. Tan Kok Wai, Cheras, and Fong Kui Lun, Bukit Bintang. Sarawak Bumiputra Entrepreneurs Chamber, DUBS, aims to preserve elements of the Sarawak motif through the creative sector in the state. As such, DUBS is organizing the Sarawak Motif Design Challenge 2022 competition, which targets a total of 100 participants among the local youth. According to DUBS Youth Council Chief Nizam Khalid, this initiative will not just elevate Sarawak's motif to a higher level, it will also provide a platform for discovering young talent in the art of Sarawak motif. He stressed that this is in line with the aim of the Sarawak Ministry of Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts to ensure the youth participate in the creative arts sector.
Sarawak Motif Design Challenge dan Simposium dibangunkan berpaksi matlamat untuk memasyhurkan rekaan tekstil motif Sarawak dan secara langsung meningkatkan seni warisan ke peringkat yang lebih tinggi. Kita pun nak mengambil peluang ini untuk menyahut inisiatif Datuk Sri Haji Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah selaku Menteri MTCP ataupun Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Performance yang ingin melihat lebih ramai anak muda Sarawak untuk mengambil peluang menceburi dalam bidang seni kreatif yang disifatkan dapat memberi peluang kepada pendapatan dan ekonomi. Diakui bidang seperti ini mendapat tempat di Sarawak. Beliau turut menambah program tersebut seperti ini dapat memberi impak yang positif kepada bukan sahaja industri pelancongan, juga kepada industri fashion dan juga tekstil dan juga bidang-bidang lain yang melibatkan seni.
He told this to reporters during a media conference in conjunction with the launch of the Sarawak Motif Design Challenge 2022 at Jumani Pavilion, Kuching. The competition is held for 3 months before the results are announced at the Motif Art Symposium in March next year.
Ramai sedia maklum ini merupakan fashion hub pertama di Borneo dan dikhususkan kepada industri fashion dan tekstil. Jadi pemenang untuk challenge Sarawak Motif Design Challenge dan Symposium ini kemungkinan besar akan bertempat di fashion hub ini. Sekaligus seperti yang saya uraikan tadi, di sini menggunakan teknologi-teknologi yang canggih. So kita nak melahirkan seseorang yang bermutu tinggi dan berteknologi tinggi. Setelah 3 bulan cabaran berlangsung, kita akan setelah 3 bulan berlangsung dalam proses pertandingan lah, ataupun mereka yang masuk ke dalam pertandingan dan juga juri-juri untuk memilih mereka yang menang. Simposium ini akan ada penghujungnya, iaitu finale dan akan diadakan pada bulan Mac dan akan diumum kemudian.
Participants have a chance to win a total of 10,000 ringgit in cash prizes, as well as majoring in a program offered at the Center of Technical Excellence Sarawak, Centex. The competition is also supported by DUBS, the Ministry of Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts Sarawak, Sarawak Entrepreneur Association, Sarawak Innovative Youth Cooperative, and Centex. An 8-foot-long crocodile was captured by the Sarawak Forestry Corporation (SFC) after it was sighted in Kampung Sri Maimuna, Sungai Apo. The 90-kilogram reptile has been sent to Samunsam Wildlife Sanctuary for permanent settlement.
The Swift Wildlife Action Team, SWAT, captured the crocodile following a complaint from the local residents. Meanwhile, SFC reminded the public to not throw away food waste into rivers as it could attract crocodiles. They also advised the public to be vigilant when fishing or doing riverine activities. Members of the public are urged to be in touch with SFC if they have information on those who capture, hunt, trade or preserve protected and protected wildlife to contact numbers as follows.
The Road Transport Department, JPJ Sarawak, aims to achieve zero road accidents during the Christmas festive season. Its director, Norizan Jili, said JPJ's personnel will be deployed across Sarawak to monitor road activities, especially those that concern public transportation.
JPJ kempen Selamatan Jalan Raya yang kita adakan bermula daripada hari ini sehingga 29 Disember. So semua cawangan kita terlibat daripada Kuching sampai ke Lawas. So memang kita pantau terutama di kawasan-kawasan hotspot lah, memastikan agar tidak berlaku sebarang kemalangan terutama melibatkan pengangkutan awam lah.
He spoke during the launching of the operation in Kuching Central earlier today. At the same time, Norizan reminded road users to be well rested if they are to embark on a long journey back to their respective hometowns.
Dan saya harap patuhi patuan jalan raya, kereta dalam keadaan yang baik dan juga pastikan secara fizikal dan mental dalam keadaan yang terbaiklah semasa memandu, dapat istirahat secukupnya lah.
JPJ Sarawak has also stationed its mobile unit in Kuching Central for the convenience of renewing driving licenses and road tax as well as for compound payment.
The Ministry of Domestic Trade and Cost of Living, KPDN Bintulu branch, guarantees that the supply of daily needs ahead of the Christmas celebration will be sufficient. The Chief of KPDN Bintulu branch, Nazari Hassan, said the enforcement team will come to the ground daily to ensure all traders comply with the Price Control and Anti-Profiteering Act 2011. The enforcement activities will be intensified in Bintulu, Tatau and other divisions following the implementation of the festive season maximum price scheme SHMMP from the 23rd to the 27th of December.
Ini bekalan pembarangan keperluan harian adalah stabil di Bintulu. Berkenaan dengan bekalan telur grade A, B dan C yang dibekali oleh pembekal, didapati bekalan telur tersebut adalah konsisten. Cuma ada kekurangan dari segi jumlah kebiasaan dan ianya cepat habis apabila dipamerkan untuk jualan di pasaran. Namun begitu, bekalan juga telah ditampung oleh telur jenis omega dan selenium. Dan juga di samping itu, aktiviti pemantauan harian lebih membantu dengan melihat sendiri masalah bekalan dan harga barangan asas.
Nazari added frequent inspections will enable the enforcement team to identify areas found to be affected by issues of supply and prices. This will allow the enforcement department to identify the main causes of issues in the supply chain and prices of basic needs.
Berkenaan dengan rantaian bekalan barang keperluan di Bintulu, pihak kementerian telah membuat peperiksaan dan pemantauan secara terperinci dan bersasar ke atas bekalan barang-barang yang menjadi tumpuan rakyat sebelum musim perayaan, seperti gula, minyak masak, tepung gandum, beras, barang basah dan barang untuk membuat kumis. Kita juga akan memastikan bahawa barang kawalan yang menepati harga yang telah ditetapkan oleh kerajaan dan memastikan tiada aktiviti pengambilan keuntungan secara tidak munasabah ataupun menjatut. Dalam pada itu juga kita akan memastikan bahawa para peniaga menggunakan alat timbang yang telah ditentukan oleh pihak yang telah dilantik oleh kerajaan semasa berniaga dengan para pengguna.
Meanwhile, a total of 5,244 premises have been inspected by the Bintulu enforcement team, in which 68 cases of various trade-related offences have been compounded from January 1st to December 15th. During the same period, KPDN Bintulu, which was previously known as KPDN-EP, has recorded seizures worth 1,352,328 ringgit and 86 cents and compounds amounting to 126,650 ringgit.
As technology continues to develop, teachers will need to adopt new techniques to up the efficiency of teaching a generation who are well exposed to modern technology. Therefore, the state government proposed to supply smart television facilities to all primary schools in Sarawak.
He said this to the media after presenting 20 smart TV sets for primary schools in the Nangka State constituency in a ceremony at SK Abang Ali. Anwar, who is also Nangka assemblyman, said it is easier for teachers to teach using videos and animation through the use of smart TVs. Meanwhile, for schools that do not have an internet connection, teachers would only need to upload the necessary information and then install it directly to the smart TV. He stated that Nangka State constituency has 203 classrooms in 10 primary schools, with one of them being the Cebu Special Education School.
Thousands of people from all walks of life are expected to gather in Cebu Town Square for the New Year celebration on December 31st, as Cebu Municipal Council (SMC) will be organizing the New Year 2023 countdown after a 2-year hiatus due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
Councillor Muhammad Abdullah Iskandar Rosli, the organising chairman of the event, said there will be fireworks on display when the clock strikes midnight, which will last for 10 minutes. The event will also feature a string of performances by local artists such as DJ Azwan, Sape Paradise, Major Minor, and dancing group Swan D and Danger Crew. Iskandar also revealed that Hyperact Band and Sabah's K-Click will also be performing at the event. SMC Chairman Clarence Ting Ing Horth will be officiating the event. Iskandar was speaking at the press conference at SMC on Thursday. Also present were the chairlady of SMC's Standing Committee of Social and Community Development Councillor Zaitun Abdul Kadir and Councillor Yi Sok Ming.
Coming up right after the break, 10 discoveries in Malaysia oil and gas for 2022. Biden and Zelensky express solidarity in the White House. Right here on TVS Nightline. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Petronas and its Petroleum Arrangement Contractors, PACS, recorded a total of 10 hydrocarbon discoveries in Malaysia in 2022, following an increase of exploration activities in the country. 8 oil and gas discoveries were made off the coast of Sarawak and 1 each of the coast of Sabah and Peninsular Malaysia. The largest oil discovery was made by Petronas Carigali at the Nahara-1 well in Block SK306 within Sarawak's Balingian province. Discoveries were also made in Sarawak Central Luconia, Western Luconia and Baram provinces, which are among Malaysia's most prolific basins and home to many gas fields in the country. Within Central Luconia, Shell had discoveries at the Inai-1 and Temu-1 wells in MLNG block, while Mubadala Energy found more gas in Block SK320 at the Chengkeh-1 well. In the emerging province of Western Luconia, ConocoPhillips drilled 3 exploration wells in Block WL400 and discovered gas at the Gagau-1 well, while the Salam-3 and Benum-2 wells confirmed the extension of oil and gas accumulations in adjacent fault blocks. In the matured Baram province, PTTEP made another gas discovery in Block SK410B through the Paprika-1 well, where the giant Lang Lebah was also discovered in 2019. In ultra-deep water Sabah, Total Energies made oil and gas discovery at the Tepat-2 well in Block N within the emerging Sabah Tro province, further proving the extent of the earlier oil and gas discovery of Tepat-1 in 2018. Off the coast of Peninsular Malaysia, HES found a new gas reservoir at the Bergading Deep 4 well in Block PM302 within the North Malay Basin. Usher in the new year with TVS with a brand new music show, TVS Live, featuring performers from Peninsula and Malaysia and Sarawak. The mini concert will broadcast on the January 1st, 2023, and audiences will get a closer look into the lives of these artists who will be sharing their experiences throughout their journey in the entertainment industry.
It's basically a mini concert berdurasi 1 jam di mana kita menampilkan artis-artis tanah air negara seperti Bob Yusof, Ernie Zakri, Hafiz Suib, Datin Aliah dan ramai lagi lah. Dan kita juga selitkan persembahan-persembahan daripada artis-artis lokal Sarawak. Baik, apa yang dapat saya katakan, program ini mendekatkan jurang antara artis tanah air dan artis lokal Sarawak, di mana bukan sahaja menyanyikan lagu solo mereka. Di setiap episod, artis-artis undangan ini akan berduet bersama di atas pentas TVS Live, dan di situ kita dapat lihat bakat-bakat penyanyi-penyanyi Sarawak setanding dengan artis-artis tanah air. Sekaligus program ini bagi saya menjadikan eye-opener to the people out there tentang bakat-bakat anak seni Sarawak, dan itu adalah wow factor for me.
Several artists who will be performing are Datin Alia, Ismail Izzani, Azlan and the Typewriter, Carrie Gires, Rafiza Busman, Hijrah Yahya, Hazmil Hasnan and more.
Hai, Assalamualaikum semua. Saya Mesrani selaku penerbit TVS Live ingin mengajak anda untuk menyaksikan TVS Live pada setiap hari Ahad jam 8.45 malam hanya di TVS saluran 122 Astro dan MyTV.
A total of 103 disaster locations have been reported throughout the country as at 2 p.m. today, with 71 involving floods, 19 slope failures, 3 collapsed roads, 6 sinkholes and 4 damaged or collapsed bridges. The National Disaster Management Agency, NADMA, said 4 locations each were reported in Kedah and Negeri Sembilan, 1 each in Perak and Selangor, 3 in Johor, 5 in Pahang, 27 in Kelantan and 58 in Terengganu.
In a statement, it said the incident locations, as reported by the Public Works Department (JKR), involve 44 federal roads and 59 state roads. On floods, it said the 5 affected states, Perak, Kelantan, Terengganu, Pahang and Johor, saw a slight drop in the number of evacuees, with 58,054 people at 316 relief centers (PPS) this evening, compared with 72,510 victims at 418 PPS yesterday evening. As of this evening, the Drainage and Irrigation Department (DID) reported that 4 rivers in Kelantan were at danger levels, namely Sungai Lebir in Kampung Tualang, Kuala Krai, Sungai Golok in Kampung Jenop, Tanah Merah, Sungai Golok in Kuala Jambu, Tumpat, and Sungai Golok in Rantau Panjang, Pasir Mas. The DID, through the Flood Forecast and Warning Center, has updated the notice of preparedness for residents, especially in high-risk areas, to be on the alert for the possibility of flash floods in a 24-hour period. The hotspots listed involve 12 districts in 6 states, namely Kota Tinggi, Muar, Mersing Johor, Kuantan, Maran Pekan Pahang, Bagan Dato, Hilir Perak, Klang, Selangor, Marang, Kuala Terengganu, and Tuaran, Sabah.
Over at World News, President of the United States of America, Joe Biden, has expressed unwavering support for Ukraine following a visit by Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky to the White House on Wednesday, December 21st. Biden said the U.S. will continue to supply Ukraine with air defense while imposing sanctions on Russia.
Together with our partners, we're also going to continue to impose costs on the Kremlin, and we'll support Ukraine pursuing a just peace. President Zelensky, the United States stands with the brave people of Ukraine. We stand with you. You've been a great leader.
Zelensky showed gratitude for Biden's remarks by presenting him with a military medal from an officer in Ukraine's army. The medal had been awarded to the soldier who asked Zelensky to give it to a very brave president.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. Of course, thanks my partisan support, thanks Congress, and thanks from our just ordinary people to your ordinary people, Americans. I really appreciate. I think it's very difficult to understand what does it mean when we say appreciate, but you really have to feel it, and thank you so much. Great honor to be here.
The visit marks Zelensky's first trip outside of Ukraine since the war started, a high point in ties between Ukraine and its most important ally. For the record, the U.S. has assisted Ukraine with $1.9 billion of military aid. Biden has also announced an additional $2 billion for further military aid, including a Patriot mission, one of the most advanced U.S. air defense systems. See the world closer with TVS, as we bring you the latest news updates both locally and internationally. More headlines anytime at tvstv.my or follow us on our social media. And that's all the time we have for TVS Nightline. I'm Razi Ahmad. Thank you for watching.